we were doing things that shall not be named.
We're sexting.
And I asked if I could bite something that shall not be named.
It was my dick. Hey guys, this is Cooking with Nathan. And this is...
Charlie Forde. I don't know why we're... Whoa.
And today, she's going to be cooking for us fucking chicken and waffles. Now...
So you did not disclose that I was cooking though before.
Oh!
I am fine with it. But I was like really excited because I rolled out of bed really late and didn't have enough coffee, and I was very excited to come and be cooked for.
Judy! You're the shit, Judy. Thank you always for being there for us and helping sponsor this channel. You are the shit.
You are the shit.
So you've been in America for how long now?
3 months.
3 months? Mm-hmm. And what...
I'm a spring chicken. I'm fresh off the boat.
What you doing out here?
I quit well, it wasn't really a day job because I was an emergency vet while I ran a porn company for 2 years, so I wouldn't call it a day job, but I quit being a vet and was like, if I'm gonna take a chance on myself, why not now? And I just got really lucky that I managed to convince like one of the best agents on the planet to take me, and so I was like, well, fuck it, let's move. So I used all my life savings to move to America, and here I am. So juicy.
Your vagina.
So wet in there. You are live on YouTube, sir. You can't say those words
I
here.
can say whatever the fuck I want. It doesn't matter. Question.
What?
When it comes to, because now you've been in the industry over here for a while. You've shot some scenes over here, shot some scenes in Australia. What are the big differences you found when it comes to shooting in America to shooting in Australia?
So in Australia, besides my company that started up, realistically there was only one major company, and then there were a couple of offshoot companies that did like solo stuff, but not a lot of girl or anything like that. So I don't think they're really comparable. You know, like our industry standards in Australia were set by one company, and when you compare them to America, it's like vastly different. So
could you give me some examples?
So the average going pay rate in Australia for a girl for that particular company, and I won't use names because I don't think that's really fair, but it was like $400.
Oh shit.
Australian, which is what does that work out to be in the US? Like 280 to 300 US dollars maybe.
Yeah, it's a lot less. Now, could you explain to everyone who's not in the know, what legal porno is?
It is a company that shoots, I wouldn't say they're the most extreme company out there, but they're well up there.
I'd go like insects would be...
Like you can't go much further other than like, what is it called? Is it My Perverted Family or something like that?
Something like that. I'd say legal porno when it comes to stretching out the body is the most extreme with that, but when it comes to stretching out the mind, there's other ones.
Yeah.
But like when
it's physical, it's very much sexual athleticism.
What, like coming to America, what is the biggest differences that you found besides the cheese and the eggs?
So most American houses have the like shower, the actual shower curtain, right?
Yeah.
And it has two because you've got one to go on the inside and one to go on the outside, but it's so unnecessary because just have the one that goes on the outside with the like pattern or whatever, and just keep it on the inside of the tub. You don't need to.
I would like to point out, I have no idea why they do it. It's always confused me because then then they leave both of them outside the tub, and then I have to put one inside the tub.
None of that makes any sense. Just have one, avoid confusion.
Yeah.
I'm too lazy and sometimes too stupid it took me a while to work out why there were two as well.
Would you get a reason?
Well, because you've got one to stop the water from going out, and then you've got one for prettiness, but you could just make the one inside look pretty as well.
It's like having 1,000 pillows.
Yeah, but I love that. Don't knock that.
I'm gonna knock it.
No.
Okay, well, next one.
I love to drown in pillows. It's weird how you've got like whole food chains that are tied to religion, like In-N-Out, like Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Like, it's fascinating because we're not like a churchy country in Australia.
Fuck you! Have you been to Melbourne? There's so many churches.
No, there are a lot of churches, but we don't have like businesses tied to our churches per se. Like there might be opportunity shops or thrift shops, I think you call them.
And
but...
you know what the best part about that is? This is a country who's like, we don't want religion and state to be a thing, but yet we kind of want to be a thing.
Yeah. What else? Oh gosh, there were so many things. Amazon is a wild ride here that I can order something overnight.
Oh yeah, it just comes there.
Yeah. It's
know
not
what?
quite that fast in Australia. We have Amazon, but it's not quite crazy.
The fucked up part about that is it makes this country so much more entitled to everything. Like when I can't get the thing the next day, I'm like, what the fuck is this, dude? What kind of bullshit am I?
I had a friend recently have a bad experience with Amazon, and she was like, I'm gonna boycott them. And I was like, yeah, but girl, is like no one else doing what they do. And she was like, yeah, you're right. Like at some point I'm gonna need something at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm not gonna be able to like.
Yeah, you can't boycott them.
You know.
At least not.
Um,
We had to let the butter cool down real fast. That's why we're killing some time.
Yeah, cool. What else? I'm scared to touch guns on a YouTube channel, but your gun situation is pretty crazy.
What? Wait, what? No, hey, don't feel bad about it. Would you also?
I live in a country where we had a huge mass shooting in 1989, and our Prime Minister went, well, gonna get rid of all them, and we all just went, yeah, that makes sense, all right, and we put them all in a big pit and gave them away, and you can still own guns. They're just, you know, licensed, and you have to keep them a certain way, and you can only use them a certain way, and most of us don't feel like we need one, and so like we haven't had a mass shooting since 1989.
Yeah.
This is actually really good training for work, I feel like. This is training the correct muscles for me to be very good at my job.
You know what?
Although I might break a penis off if I really like went this hard on a guy with me. Be
Question:
careful next time, dude.
when you work on me, have I ever felt like you could go too hard?
No, but I remember convincing you to let me try biting you, and I don't know what I'm allowed to say on YouTube.
Just keep saying stuff. We'll find out.
Let's see if I lose your entire platform.
Oh my god. Well, hey,
No, I remember we were doing things that shall not be named.
We're
and
sexting.
I asked if I could bite something that shall not be named.
It was my dick.
And you were like, sure, let's see how it goes. But you seemed a little nervous, and then you just kept saying harder, harder, harder. And I was like, that's what I was like, he's one of my kind of people. He's a freak. I like.
You've been doing sex work for how long now?
I've been shooting for 3 years.
3 years. So did you start off webcamming, or what'd you do?
I went straight into, it was porn really. Like I remember graduating vet school, and I had a friend suggest that I try it, and I was too chicken at the time because I was worried about, like, if I get a job as a veterinarian and they find out, will I lose my job? Because that's a very real thing to think about, the stigma of it. And so I thought about it for a year, and then there was just a point where I went, you know what, fuck it, I just don't care. So I decided to try it and loved it. And I've been really blessed. Like I worked in 2 vet clinics while I did porn. The first one I was outed to, which wasn't fun, but my bosses were excellent about it, and I didn't feel judged, and it was never made an issue. And then the second place I actively told before I was hired, and they were like, we don't care. As long as it doesn't affect your work, we don't care. So I'm one of the lucky ones. It doesn't go that well for a lot of people. A lot of people get that stigma attachment.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just extremely blessed.
A lot of people, when they look at us and they watch us perform, they think this is what sex is. They don't take into account of how much conversation is behind the scenes, what to do, what to not do.
Yeah.
If there are some fellas out there and you're trying to give advice to them about like sex, what to do?
Porn is equivalent to going to Netflix, in the sense that when you go to Netflix, if you want to watch something that's educational, you'll go watch a documentary. If you want to watch Spider-Man, pew pew, shoot like spider webs from his hands, you'll go and watch that, and you know it's fantasy, and you know that when it finishes, you're not going to be able to like go and like stand in your house and shoot webs out of your hands to the ceiling, you know, like it's a fantasy world. And porn is the same. It's an overarching genre. And there are companies and there are people who create porn that is educational and mirrors real life sex. For sure, there's a lot of companies that do that. You know, it's okay to just revel in the fantasy of it. It's okay to create porn that is exactly that, like an imaginary escape. And it's important when people watch porn that they understand that it's not necessarily the way that real life sex is. For me, yeah, I have a lot of like crazy sex in my personal life. I'm very exploratory, but sometimes as well I want the vanilla side. And you know, porn is an escape often.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what you see in porn is not necessarily real life sex. For me, I love both. Porn sex still feels amazing to me, but in my head, every time I shoot porn, say we were shooting a scene together, there's you, there's me, there's a third person in the room, and it's not the videographer, it's the customer watching the video a few months down the track.
Yeah.
So I'm opening to camera to make sure that they can see. I'm trying to talk in a way that helps them live out their fantasies or get off as well.
Yeah.
And so it's very different to real life sex in that sense because I'm constantly thinking about this other person who is you. You're welcome. Oh my God, that chicken looks... It's food porn, right? You know what? The only thing that I love more than porn is food porn. You know,
Dude, oh,
food
100%.
porn. Do you ever like sit and watch those videos? Like there are some people that are very famous for like, all they do on YouTube and stuff is they do like fingering of fruit or like dripping of honey, and it's like literal food porn.
I know what
It's making me salivate thinking about it.
I prefer just to watch people like cook really good food and just get beautiful shots. On the same lines, you know what really does it for me?
What?
It's like if I watch a porno, but it looks absolutely visually stunning.
I love cinematic porn.
Yeah, and it's the same thing. It's like I love seeing something that just is done well by people who are amazing. I don't want to go to sleep after this. All right, there's that. Let's get this.
This is like post-sex food, I feel like.
Yeah.
Although who would have the energy to make this after sex? But if I was gonna make something and I had the energy, this is like ultimate post-sex food. I feel like this is not like a casual Wednesday night meal.
No.
This is special.
This is Wednesday night.
Wednesday night, hump day.
This is a day of some shenanigans. Is this? Here, you get this one.
Wait, I'm still cooking a waffle.
Yeah, I know, but we're gonna eat now. Just make sure you do both.
How do you eat a waffle without a knife? What, do I just like... Chicken and waffles, huh? All right, here we go. I'm gonna have one bite by the time you finish it.
No.
It's good. The only thing I would say is I'm a bacon fanatic, so I would probably like load this the fuck up with bacon.
Oh, look.
But that's real good. Deliciosa.
Tell them where we're gonna find you so we can stop talking to them and eat.
You can find me anywhere really, as long as you search for my name. I'm on Twitter under Charles Forde, TikTok under Charles Forde, Reddit under Charles Forde, Instagram under the Charlie Forde because Instagram does not like me. And then my own sites, like my spicy sites, you'd have to hunt yourself because I don't feel like I should mention those links. No, it's okay. I have a link tree. It's pinned to all of my social media, so you can definitely hunt for it there. It's easy to find.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming in for another episode of Cooking with Nathan. Judy, you're the shit. Love you.
I want to meet Judy.
Judy's the badass. She'd make me a quilt right now.
She's what?
Make me a quilt.
Judy.
I hope if you liked the episode, please like, subscribe, follow. We need as many people to enjoy the show so we can keep making new episodes. Thank you so much for actually enjoying.
And especially like this one so that he invites me back because he thinks that I'm badass. Yeah, and then he can cook. Next time I'm gonna make him cook for me.
So come, enjoy, bye. We celebrate, eat good food, and get drunk on the weekends, I guess. I don't know.
Even though it's a Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday.
Cheers.
Bye. Oh, I'm looking for a nap.